What was the first sign that your savior was really planning your funeral? Grace had already beaten breast cancer once, so I never imagined the second time would go so differently, all because she was married now. Her new husband, Daniel, was perfect on paper. He was a financial advisor and helped her invest all the money that my father had left us when he passed. He also promised to help her through cancer treatments when she got her second diagnosis, and Grace would light up when talking about him. "He stole my heart, and now he's going to save my life," she said. "I'm really lucky to have him with me." I spent 1 month accompanying Grace to her radiation treatments before I had to go back to work. As I was leaving, Daniel asked me, "Do you mind signing over the power of attorney to me in case of an emergency?" Since I was leaving town, I thought it was an innocent request, and I agreed without thinking twice. 2 weeks later, Grace called me. "Daniel just found this amazing experimental vitamin treatment that I can sign up for." She sounded excited, but I told her to slow down. I asked if she had consulted her doctor about this, and she said yes. "Of course," she replied. "He agrees with Daniel on everything and praises how thoughtful he is." Still, I told her to be cautious and take it slow. Over the next few days, our calls started getting shorter and shorter, which made me more and more paranoid. So I took a leave from work and drove over, bringing her favorite homemade soup to catch up. Daniel answered the door, took the soup from my hand, said, "Thanks," and closed the door. I stood there in shock and knocked again. When he reopened it, I said, "I'm here to see Grace." He replied, "Grace is tired from the treatments and is asleep right now. Maybe you can come over some other time." I told him I'd be fine with just watching over her as she slept, but he refused to let me in. I was turning hysterical and even called the cops because I thought he was holding her captive. But when the officers came, he showed them a signed document from Grace that said his word was her word, and the officers literally left. Daniel went back inside and closed all the curtains. But this time, I didn't leave. I booked an Airbnb nearby and started watching the house. Grace's phone was no longer ringing. And whenever I saw her come out of the house, Daniel would rush her into the car and drive away. When I finally ambushed her and told her how Daniel had denied me access to the house, she told me, almost angrily, "Daniel is only doing what's best for me. He loves me so much that he even handles all the complicated stuff himself. He probably had my best intentions in mind when he sent you away." I couldn't believe it. Daniel had already poisoned Grace against me to the point where she wasn't even believing her own daughter. I knew that saying anything in that situation would backfire, so I agreed with her and pretended to back off.